Good morning and welcome to the Tom Brokaw News Center here at Universal City. I'm Conan Nolan. We hope you are well, and we certainly hope for good health for the President of the United States and the First Lady. But we do have an election here in Southern California, including an open seat on the LA County Board of Supervisors. We have a debate this morning with the two candidates seeking that seat. The coin toss was won by State Senator Holly Mitchell. She will speak last. And Herb Wesson, member of the LA City Council, he will open up the debate with his opening statement. Mr. Wesson?
Well, we need bold leadership and individuals that have a track record of getting things done. At times like this, your government should rise, not shrink. My office quickly hit the streets and came up with a community response program where we have delivered over 1 million pounds of food to needy families. 40,000 face covering, thousands of bottles of hand sanitizer, 500,000 diapers to needy moms. We have also worked with health organizations and have taken COVID testing to the community, where we go to senior apartments and actually test seniors in the safety of their own home. During times like this, we need individuals that have the ability to bring people together and to get things done. This is not a time for us to manage our way through this problem. We have to lead our way through this problem.
Senator Mitchell?
Thanks, Conan. You know, we all are experiencing a pivotal point in our history, nationally as well as LA County. And what that means is this upcoming election is going to be about contrast, not status quo, an opportunity to elect bold, transformative leaders who understand that the role of the county can and should be about providing hope and help to people in crisis, and not merely a prosecutor or jailer. For me, this election is not about personal political ambition. It's about my life's work, my life's training to do this job. Having led Crystal Stairs, the largest child development agency, having been a state legislator now for 10 years and chaired the budget committee. And in that capacity, during this time of crisis, I stopped cuts to King Hospital, to K-12 education, to homeless services that the state has been funding. You know, LA County is a vital player in the economy of the state as a whole. And the second district has amazing communities and assets, but also has a lot of the tough issues we have to face. So the next leader for the second district has got to be about a proven track record of relevant results and leading change.
I appreciate that. So first topic, several members of the LA County Board of Supervisors have come out and asked for Sheriff Alex Villanueva to resign. There's litigation between his office and the board. Robert Bonner, the former federal judge on the Oversight Committee, he's come out and said that the sheriff should resign. We'll start with you, Senator. Should the sheriff resign, and why?
Absolutely, and I've been very clear and upfront about my absolute concern and frankly fear about his leadership or lack thereof. You know, public safety is about public trust and confidence, and he's lost that among LA County residents. The men and women of blue on the street deserve a leader that understands the nuance of providing public safety without alienating major swaths of our community. He's done that. He's not supported the Inspector General. He's not supported and honored the role of the Oversight Committee in any meaningful way. He is an independently elected official, so the board's oversight is limited except with regard to the budget. Right. But I absolutely think he is not serving LA County well. It's a problem.
So, Mr. Wesson?
Well, you know what? If the sheriff was applying to be the chief of police for the city of Los Angeles, he would not have even made it to the interview process. I believe that now is the time for us to have a serious conversation about how the sheriff of this county is selected, be it by some kind of interview process or election process. The people that are suffering the most because he cannot get along with anybody else are we, the people. And I believe that a more effective process would produce the type of law enforcement that is needed in the county of Los Angeles.
Right, but you're both leading members of the California Democratic Party. That state party got involved in his election. They spent money. They had person power out on the streets. You had your colleague, old colleague Kevin De Leon, speaking at his swearing in. Did you ever drop a phone call to Rusty Hicks or the Democratic Party? Says this is a nonpartisan office. Maybe you shouldn't do this with this candidate. Senator, did you?
I did not, but I also did not endorse him and shared my concerns about the role in which my pro tem at the time in the party was playing in this election. I think that we were looking at a very narrow concept of what he committed to, he was going to do to us. People were mad at his predecessor, but they didn't ask the full comprehensive questions about your leadership capacity, how you'll lead differently. You know, ALADS, the sheriff's union, were behind him and pushed him hard. And as a result, we've gotten a sheriff who is singularly focused, who his first actions were to merely bring back sheriffs who had been appropriately relieved of their duties.
Right.
He is not looking at the best interest of LA County as a whole.
Speaker Wesson?
Let's just be real. We are all human beings. Sometimes people do not make the right decision. Now it's time for us to do the very best that we can to correct this. It is time for us as a people to reimagine public safety. And that's what I think we need to do, is focus our attention on the future, not the past, because we don't have a time machine and we can't go back and make those changes.
That's true. Let me follow
I think the challenge is we have 2 years left on his term. And so we will have to make some strong changes to make sure that the next 2 years aren't a reflection of the past.
No doubt you will have his budget in mind. But to Speaker Wesson, when you say reimagine, what exactly does that mean? Because the homicide rate is spiking in Los Angeles and parts of your district. It's spiking in cities around the country. People think, yeah, reimagine sounds something like an academic pursuit. What do you do in the meantime before you figure out who to put in these new jobs other than police to respond to the community, to the neighborhood's needs?
Well, every day we live as human beings, I think we have a responsibility to try to grow, try to evolve, and try to get better. Government has that same responsibility. So what reimagining public safety means is, how can we grow? How can we be better? How can we deliver the types of services that the people in this area want, need, and expect more effectively? So what we're looking at now is we're trying to come up with unarmed responses for concerns that have historically been done by armed law enforcement. I'm proud to be one of the leaders that's the tip of the spear on this issue, and I think we will revolutionize policing or public safety in the county of Los Angeles.
Senator, we're going to have you address that issue at the top of the next minute. So we'll be back with more of the debate between Herb Wesson and Holly Mitchell, state senator and member of the LA City Council, running for District 2 in the LA County Board of Supervisors, when we return.